Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, Shiekrunner. Welcome back to another one of my videos. In today's video, we're gonna be looking at two items that are really good for underwater fast traveling. That's an aspect that I had to take a look at whenever I was preparing for World First 16 Shadowlands, because it was a possibility that underwater traveling would be a big thing before the beta came out. And there's even a cool little trick that I can show you with the Leastone Buoy that not a lot of people know about, because it's an item that is rather unknown, and I had to really mess around with this to discover this. So I believe that this is something that is not really known by the community. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys. So this is a fell slate anchor. It says that it attaches an anchor to your legs, which sends you plumbering towards the ocean floor, only usable in water, and it has a 30-second cooldown. Keep in mind that it doesn't necessarily like get you to the bottom of the ocean of said water. It has a duration that lasts for 10 seconds, and if the bottom of the ocean takes you longer to get there than 10 seconds, then you're gonna not be at the bottom of the ocean. And since this has like 30 seconds cooldown, obviously you cannot just use it right away again. Um, Another thing to note is that you can cancel the duration of the first late anchor with like a cancel arrow marker or by right-clicking it. That means if you want to stop at a specific part of the water, you can do that as well. Then there is the Leastone Buoy, which requires you to be underwater to use, especially useful when you're about to run out of breath, which is an item that is supposed to get you back to the surface. Same with the first light anchor, it has a duration. It's much shorter than the duration of the first light anchor, but this doesn't have a cooldown, so you can basically even spam it to get back to the surface. So I'm gonna show you a cool trick today with the Leastone Buoy, which I will first use them normally so that you can see what they do. I'm here in Westford for this today. Thought this would make like good scenery for the video. So here, I think that this should be okay. It basically shows what it does. So as you can see, I'm just gonna go to the bottom of the ocean, and when I use it, like at least on Buoy, I go to the surface again. So the reason this recover is here is to show you guys something that makes the Leastone Buoy kind of cool. But keep in mind when you do this, the more movement speed you acquire, the likelier it is that you're gonna get dc upon popping out of the ocean. That's an unfortunate side effect of it, so I would be using it with care and not overstretch the maximum movement speed or anything like that if you really want to be efficient with what you do. So I'm gonna be using one more fast late anchor in a deeper part of the ocean so I can show you that you can cancel it and everything. And you can see um, like how it is when it takes a little bit more time. So here we go. As you can see, 400 speed, 10 seconds. I can just cancel it now or wait it out. So if I cancel it, boom. So now if I do a Leastone Buoy, as you can see, I'm going at 351% movement speed. That's my current movement speed. And I can just use it again, um, you know, and go back to the surface like this. So let me go back to the out of the fatigue area so that this is gone. So as you guys saw, I got up to like 350 percent speed with the Leastone Buoy. But what actually you can do is you can, like I don't know the exact math on how this item works, but by increasing your ground movement speed, which is this right here, you can also increase the movement speed of what the Leastone Buoy will give you. And this works also with like temporary effects like, um, you know, the Rocket Boots Extreme or Gun Shoes, which is was something that I'm gonna show to you guys here in just a moment. Um, so that is really cool. And I'm just letting it go there now. So and when I use the Leastone Buoy, pay attention to the maximum movement speed here. It's 490% out of sun because I'm in my speed gear. But if I go in my single target gear, which has much less ground speed when I use the Leastone Buoy, It's only 350%. So as you can see, when you use it, you pop out of like the water like that. So that is where you usually see if you have too much movement speed. Not sure exactly why that happens, but it's really bad. And like as you can see, like my uh, normal single target set is like 117% base movement speed, and my speed set is like 163%. And this is when I use Lisa and Brio, and with my single target set, it's like 130% or 120% slower than with my single target with my speed set. So it's kind of significant considering that it only you know makes like is marginal for the ground movement speed change. So you can imagine like that it can go really high if you use like something like Rocket Boots Extreme. So I'm not gonna like be using Netherrock here, even though that obviously will make it even faster. So I'm just gonna go back to the ocean floor, and I'm now gonna probably get DC'd. It's probably where the video is gonna end as well. I'm just gonna increase my actually, I'm interested in, like, I don't remember if swim speed increases, so let's test this. I don't think that it does, so the swim speed is now increased. No, it's the same. See, swim speed doesn't matter for this. It's the same. So, but now we're gonna use our Rocket Boots Extreme, and then we're just gonna use the least on Boyo and see what will happen. And I can tell you right now, it's gonna be a big speed increase. So look at this. I didn't even DC because I was so, uh, you know, but that's something that you can do. Like I was like basically spinning to victory, be doing something cool. So, speed gear, gun shoes. And I DC it, as you can see. So that obviously can happen. So you don't want to stretch it by too much. But this is the kind of like cool thing that you can keep in mind when you're in water, because like by having like slow movement speed increases, like speed set, that is already like a huge difference. Um, so you can do it in ways that you won't DC. But obviously do this at your own caution. I don't want to be responsible for your speedruns to be ruined or anything like that. So with that said, take care. I see you guys in another video. Bye.